Hello everyone, welcome to today's plan with me. This week I'm using a kit from Sadies stickers. It was a mystery kit from last year. Someone very kindly gifted it to me. Ever since I saw Cassie's spread using it, Cassie is Sweet Like Honey Plans on Instagram. I completely fell in love with the kit and I asked around if it was a kit that someone had and they were able to send it to me, and it's as beautiful as I hoped it would be. Apologies, I had to pause for the doorbell. Lots of deliveries arriving today with various items of clothing and stuff that my husband's ordered for the summer. As I was saying, really beautiful kit. And I know I've said in a previous plan with me, I highly recommend the Sadie Stickers mystery kits. I do think if the mood board theme calls to you, I think that you should definitely take the plunge if you've been watching them for a while and think, maybe I would have liked that. Have a look at people do unboxing videos of the mystery kits, so have a little look at those, really get a feel for what you get with the kits. But I think for what you get in relation to what you pay, when you think about what you'd pay for a normal kit anyway, and then you'd buy the floral sheet if that's your style of planning, and you'd buy the journaling sheet if you like the torn washi, for me personally, I think they're really worth it. So this was one that I had missed last year, and like I say, when I saw Cassie plan with it, I was devastated, and I'm so glad that this was able to be gifted. So thank you, and yeah, I just have really enjoyed laying these stickers down. This is another kit that gives me really like vintage feel. A really vintage feel. I'm really struggling to phrase sentences since the second bout of COVID, the brain fog and the way my brain is functioning is it feels like about 20% capacity. Even though that's not the case. Still, if any sentences I'm saying don't make sense, please excuse me. I'm just running a little bit slow at the moment. Yes, very vintage feel. I think the florals are very sort of old-fashioned florals, and I really like how the colours are throughout the kit. I was a little bit worried actually that the colours were a bit harsh, because I think in the base of the kit, as in the full boxes, the florals, the sort of deco elements, it felt like a really nice pale, calm pastel kit. And then for some reason the half boxes and the quarter boxes and all the different shapes and sizes of boxes that come with the kit, for some reason they felt really bold in comparison. But now that I'm looking at the whole spread, they're not at all. It's a very soft lemon yellow spread with a bit of baby pink and baby blue in there, but none of it is bold. So I don't know what it's going to look like sort of throughout the video, but it's certainly in real life it hopefully looks the same, because it's very soft. But I was a little bit intimidated by the colours when I first got stuck in after the base, because I was obsessed with the base. I took about 20 photos of the base of the spread, took a little video, I think I posted it to my stories, and I just felt really intimidated going into the actual weekly plans. This was another relatively quiet week. I think that's going to be a theme for a very long time. Just to go a little bit into the medical stuff, I have really struggled to recover since the second bout of COVID. My husband has recovered absolutely fine. He's the same with the first one. He got really sick for about 3 days and then sort of got progressively better over the next few days and then has been absolutely fine. I have not. I am sleeping all the time. I work, normal 9-to-5 job, and then I sleep for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours an evening, and then I go to sleep as normal at night, so that it's all additional sleep. I am looking into that with a sort of long COVID clinic, and they're going to refer me on to people who sort of specialise in fatigue and all that jazz. But it is very draining, and which sounds ridiculous, doesn't it, that sleep could be draining, but it is. It eats into all of my personal time. I take a lot of pride in my work. I really want to build my career, so all of my energy is going into work and making sure I'm hitting everything as best I can in work to the best of my ability. So there's not a whole lot of personal stuff going on at the moment in terms of outside of work activity. So excuse me if any of these are excessively boring at the moment, because I don't have a whole lot of personal plans to talk about. And I have been watching a lot of films. I've just sort of had films on in the evening or taken a break and watched something on my lunch break while I've been eating and that sort of stuff. So caught up on kind of films that I've wanted to watch for a while but haven't really wanted to give my full attention. Things like Wonder Woman 1984 has been on the list for a while, but it doesn't look that great. It wasn't that great. So I just, now seemed like the right time to kind of pop those background films on. We got really into The Diplomat this week. I cannot recommend it enough. It's on Netflix and it is excellent. It is a little bit humorous, but it's a very current topic with everything that's going on with Russia and Ukraine at the moment. But it's just very good. It's very gripping. And it funnily enough, it felt like a political Desperate Housewives. That's the only way I can kind of describe it. But yeah, absolutely love that. We got into that this week. We pretty much blitzed through that in a few days. This week we did have a bit of heavy news. This is, a nice light space that I don't like to go into too many negative things on, but we've had some family medical stuff come up this week that isn't for me to go into, but family member had to go in for surgery for something very urgently, so I made sure I marked that this week because it was such a big thing for our family. My mum, again, has had some medical news that's currently being looked into, so it's been a very kind of emotionally heavy time the last few weeks, and I'm still trying to push forward with my weight loss for the fluid that's on my brain. So there's a lot going on at the moment, and I'm just trying to get through each day, do the best I can, and wake up the next day and do it all again. So again, excuse me if anything seems a little bit tedious going through the plans in these weeks. Wendy's best friends, owners, moved on Thursday. They moved house, they moved further away, which was such a shame. I'm so used to having them down the road and seeing him all the time, and now I'm only going to see him every couple of weeks, and that breaks my heart. But they're very happy there. It's a lovely house. I finally tried the Zumba that we purchased for the Switch. They had a discount for it, a heavy discount actually. It was for £12 or something when it's usually 60, which is utterly ridiculous. I would never pay that for something that's giving me 30 songs. But Lewis bought it for me for my birthday because I've been asking for it for a while, and it was a good price, and yeah, it was really good fun. I've only just got round to it because again, life's just been manic. But I'm definitely going to try and do that once or twice a week along with my usual gym classes, which again, I'm really slow on those now, which is such a shame, but I'll get back up there. I had to take the opportunity to mark a bubble bath in the most fabulous way possible. I love my bubble baths, and I love that little sticker from Crafts by Towie, so I had to pull that in. I did actually decide to do only Crafts by Towie stickers this week. I forgot that. I've been doing only White Deer Stationery, but I did only Crafts by Towie because I thought the gold foil would work really nicely, and it did. I'm so happy I chose to do Crafts by Towie icons, and I really like how it came out, sort of with those sprinkled across the week. On Saturday, we had a really productive Saturday. We cleared out the garage, got the patio furniture out, set the garden up for summer because it's been really hot here already, which I wasn't expecting quite so early in the year. And then we went for a lovely walk with some of our close friends in the evening, and Wendy got to run through the long grass. I'll pop a little clip of that in at the end of the video because she's just, oh my goodness, she's the happiest dog in the world when she's running through long grass. So I'll definitely have to include that at the end if you're enjoying the Wendy updates. And then on Sunday, she actually had her stitches out, which was amazing because then we went to see my sister-in-law and have a walk with her and her dog in the place that we got engaged. And it's a really, really beautiful place. So that was just so lovely. I get so emotional every time we go back, and the thought of being back there with Wendy just makes my heart sing. So really, really wonderful day in the end. And then we watched a film called Plane in the evening, which I cannot recommend. It was I love Gerard Butler, and I love the sort of trashy films that he does. That's the only way I can describe them, but this one just missed the mark for me. It was like another level of unrealistic, and that's coming from someone who's seen Geostorm. So can't recommend that one, but can definitely recommend The Diplomat if you haven't seen it already. That's everything for this week. I hope you enjoyed this plan with me, and I'll see you in the next one.